Hello, Boardman Glenwood Junior High family and community. Welcome to the Boardman Glenwood Junior High 8th Grade Awards Assembly. I hope this virtual assembly finds you and your families well. Each year we gather together to celebrate the many accomplishments of our amazing students at BGJHS. The pride, strength, and character that has been built through our challenges this year have been unprecedented and certainly will become an historical moment in all of our lives. Students, remember, as you walk through your life, if something does not challenge you, it will not change you. I hope everyone enjoys the amazing accomplishments of our wonderful students.
Celebration, I finally figured out, that all our dreams have no limitations. That's what it's all about. Come on now.
Everyone is special in their own way. We make each other strong. We're not the same, we're different in a good way. Together's where we belong.
Good morning, I'm Mrs. Frost.
And I'm Mrs. Wisbar, and we are the Student Leadership Advisors. First, we would like to thank everyone in the school who makes student leadership and all of our chaos possible. The custodial staff, Mr. Grimm and Mr. Beat, the secretarial staff, Mrs. Wellborn and Mrs. Tansabell, the cafeteria staff, Officer Merlot, Mrs. McCreary, and Mr. Smith, the student body, our colleagues for allowing flexibility for participating in the activities, chaperoning, and supporting us in this position. And thank you to all the parents who had to taxi kids to and from meetings and all of our events. Thank you for helping making our year a success. For those of you who do not know, we keep active in student leadership. We hold or help out with a big school event at least once a month. We do various fundraisers for different groups in the community, and we support the students here at the school.
We were in a unique position as student leadership advisors because we got to work with students we otherwise would not have had the opportunity to do so. We got to lead and supervise 7th grade students, and I got to work with 8th graders I do not have in my classroom. I have watched them grow, mature, and become strong young leaders this year as the years progressed. Whether they go to high school next year or begin the 8th grade at BGJHS, I will enjoy watching how they will continue to make a positive impact on our district and our community. So thank you for all your hard work this year. Those of you who are officers, Harry Wu, Alex Ward, Melik Kermaji, and Haley Enan, thank you. Also, thank you to all the 7th grade who participated in student leadership. and the 8th graders. Next up, your president, Harry Wu.
Good day to you all. Let me start off by saying that I hope you and your family are healthy and well amidst these times. This will probably be the most bizarre conditions under which you will have to listen to an assembly speech in your life. As you have heard already, we will not have school for the remainder of this year. During this time, I implore you to stay healthy and safe. Please follow the safety guidelines provided by the CDC and stay informed. The news is constantly changing. The only thing I can say is, please use common sense during these times. Don't believe everything you hear and do your own research to verify facts. Trust me, it's not only useful during these special times, it's also useful on a daily basis. First, I would like to talk about how much we have accomplished this year as a whole. Here are some of the highlights of this year. All of our sports teams have had great success. The 8th grade girls basketball were AAC champions and the 7th grade girls white team were runners-up. The wrestling team placed 4th at the junior high EOWL championship. 7th grade maroon volleyball placed 2nd in the AAC tournament. Boys cross country earned a triple crown by being Mahoning County champions, Suburban League champions, and All-American Conference champions. The girls cross country team were All-American Conference runner-ups. Our clubs and events were just as impressive. Our robotics team has taken home first place overall again. This team night featured science, technology, art activities, and showcased student artwork, design, and innovations they created throughout the year. The talent show highlighted some of the amazing talent we have at Glenwood, from the musical arts to the martial arts. We raised over $1,000 for Arkansas Children's Hospital in the Queens for Kids drive, and also brought in hundreds of items for the pantry food drive in November. The Smash Bros. Tournament raised over $130 for the Beautification Club, and over 250 students dressed up in costumes to make this year's Halloween dance the biggest and best yet. It's great to see that even though the year has been cut short, we still accomplished so much. Unfortunately, we will not be able to have some of the events that were promised. The end of the year dance, the musical concerts, and the high school musical play are some of the events that we will have to miss. I deeply apologize for your hard work gone to waste. However, you will have more chances in the future to participate and showcase your talent. It's been quite a year, probably the most unique school year we will ever have in our lives. I hope that everyone is getting used to remote learning. I also think that this time has taught us some very valuable lessons. We always say, I wish I didn't have to go to school, but now that you've experienced it, it's not as amazing as you thought it would be, right? First off, it's boring. Secondly, you can't see your friends. The point is that you never really notice how much you depend on something until it's gone. We depend on going to school to learn, but it's much more than that. We socialize for sure, but there's something that's more important. We feel like we are a part of something, whether it's a class, an athletic team, or a club. Whatever it is, we get a chance to be with the people with the same interests or talents as us. By interacting with people who are like you and have the same passions as you, they challenge you to be better. So after this situation is better, try to make up for some time that we've uncontrollably lost. Now, some suggestions for the future. The only thing I will say is try to experience something new as much as you can, whether it's for work, school, or maybe even your personal reasons. The reason I say this is that you can train, prepare, or learn anything about a certain topic, but unless you experience it firsthand, you'll never learn anything beyond what you think. For example, learning English. I had English classes in China, but a non-English speaker teaching a non-English speaker can only do so much. Pronunciations were off, sentences sounded robotic, no one actually spoke like how they taught us. I didn't know that until I came to America and experienced that firsthand. Turns out you learn a language a lot better and faster if you're surrounded by the native speakers of it. Who would have known? This applies to academics as well. Someone could tell you how to work an equation for math all day, but without examples and practice problems, your understanding of the concept will be very basic. It is through experience that we learn new things. Think about why you tie your shoes before running. It's either your parents told you or that you fell flat on your face when you didn't. Experience can be also passed down from generation to generation. That's why I feel it's so important to experience something new as much as you can. Also, if it's good enough, it'll probably be around longer than you will. Speaking of something that's been around for a long time, you've always heard that being a student here and Boardman means being a Spartan. But what does that really mean? If you had asked me that 2 years ago, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Now, however, I think I can. It means that you are a proud member of Boardman Schools. It means that you strive to better yourself and others. It means you lend a hand to those in need. It means to be on the path to be a human being that society wants and needs. It means that you are not just a normal person, but a respectable one. That's it. And so I only have one wish for you all. I hope that you will continue to better yourself today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Finally, I would like to end this speech with a thank you. I thank the student body for giving me this chance, this experience to be your president. I thank the superintendent, Mr. Tim Saxton, for making the schools a better place for us and the students yet to come. I thank our principal, Mr. Smith, and our student resource officer, Officer Phil, for ridding our worries so we can focus while in school. I thank our teachers for all of the student body, for making us students grow and dedicating yourselves to teaching us. Last but equally as important, I thank the PTA, parents, and staff that help pass out food for the families in need every week. I sincerely thank you on behalf of the student body. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Andrea Kratzer, and I teach 7th grade science. The green team this year offered an opportunity for students to design a placemat that supported the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle, or not to litter in our environment. I decided to open it up to my students to see what they could create, and gave it to them as an extra credit opportunity. I had a couple students who took advantage of that, and I then submitted their placemats to the green team. This is done throughout the community. There are grade level winners from grades 1 through 8. And I'm happy to say that in 7th grade, we were able to receive the top winning slot. Kelsey Rudolph won first place for her placemat design. She is receiving a $25 gift card from the green team, and her placemats will then be made into placemats and put into local restaurants. So hopefully once our restaurants open back up again, should you go to some of them, you might be able to see Kelsey's design. So congratulations, Kelsey. Thank you for participating. You are a wonderful student.
I am here today because I have the honor of presenting the awards to this year's BGJHS robotics teams. BGJHS has 2 robotics teams that compete at the Northeast Ohio Robotics Education Program competition at Youngstown State University. The theme for this year's competition was Mine Rescue. The competition required each team to deliver a 5-minute memorized speech, presentation including video and Google Slides, write a technical journal including a detailed daily log and research paper on the science of search and rescue, design and program a robot that had strong creative design and was able to complete 2 complicated tasks faster than any other team. The 2 teams representing Boardman Glenwood Junior High School were the Boardman team and the Spartan team. Both teams consisted of a very diverse, high-achieving group of 7th and 8th grade students. In order to accomplish the very difficult requirements for this year's competition, our teams divided up the tasks according to their individual strengths. For Team Boardman, Willie and Caitlin, and for the Spartan team, Liliana and Asil wrote, memorized, and delivered amazing speeches, including Google Slide presentations to a pair of judges. Matthew, Boots, and Elizabeth were our daily log writers who created an outstanding journal documenting our journey. Chris, Marcello, RJ, and Megan drew detailed diagrams of the courses and robots that included detailed, exact measurements. Anne, Dylan, and Swati were the robot builders and designers who worked tirelessly to perfect their robot designs. Matthew, Elizabeth, and Michelle wrote the complicated technical journal, including the research paper. Brock created an outstanding YouTube channel for both teams that included videos that set our robotics team's presentation and journals apart from all the others. Dylan, Mason, and Swati were tasked with the very challenging job of programming our often temperamental robots to complete the 2 games faster than any other school. By working together since December, including many, many hours before and after school, the robotics teams pushed each other to think outside of the box and went into the competition on March 11th at YSU feeling very prepared. The Spartan robotics team had a very successful day at competition where they placed second in the technical journal and had many successes with their robot during the games. The Boardman robotics team competed and won the overall middle school robotics championship, beating all of the other middle schools. The Boardman team's placements included first place technical journal, first place speech presentation, first place game 1, and third place game 2. The robotics competition was the very last event held at YSU prior to everything being canceled due to COVID. Our robotics teams never got to meet again together after the competition date because we went to distance learning the very next day. So Mrs. Ritter and I never got to have our end of the year meeting where we were able to tell all of you how incredibly proud we were of all of your hard work and dedication to robotics. Your ability to challenge each other and bring out the best in every single person on the team was so inspiring. We will miss you all very, very much and cannot wait to see all that you accomplish in your very bright futures. Please come back and visit lots. And I am here because I am proud to be able to recognize the members of the BGJHS Media Club. The Media Club is one of the newest clubs offered for 8th graders at BGJHS. In order to make the BGJHS Media Club, students had to apply by writing an essay about why they would be an asset to our Media Club, as well as getting teacher recommendations from their classes. Once they were part of the Media Club, they were tasked with the job of covering all things BGJHS on Drund, as well as our BGJHS school website. This insanely talented, diverse, opinionated group of 8th graders did not hesitate to help me with such a daunting task. They gave up their Spartan success periods as well as their lunch periods every single day to meet with me for Media Club. From student and new teacher features to original poetry and opinion pieces about BGJHS lunches, as well as a personal story about the haunting of BGJHS, as well as writing about the wonderful opportunities happening in the classrooms, to entire class surveys getting opinions for important things like the yearbook. Media Club covered all of it. Whether it was happening before school, during school, after school, the Media Club was there interviewing participants and taking photographs as well as videos of the wonderful things happening. I was so incredibly proud of each and every one of you and wish we could have ended the year the way we had planned. Media Club became a family, a dysfunctional one at times, but a family nonetheless. I will miss you all more than I could ever properly articulate. I cannot wait to see all that you will accomplish in your futures, and please, please don't forget to come visit. I am so proud of all of you.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Zaitsu. Hey, I'm Mrs. Wooten, and we're going to give a couple awards for the Beanery this year. Before we do that, though, we just want to say thank you so much to all of the students and staff and Mr. Smith and Mrs. McCreary for letting us do it and help this be another very successful year for our kids and the Beanery.
The first award is going to go to one of our 7th graders, and this person has been very reliable, someone we can always count on. She's a hard worker, does a fantastic job with greeting the customers, taking their orders, and she has been a real asset to our Beanery this year. For the 7th grade award, it goes to Justine Gallagher.
Congratulations, Justine. And for the 8th grade award, we chose someone who has been with us for the last 2 years. He is super dependable, hard worker, always shows up on time, and he's always keeping himself busy. He's also been very instrumental in helping us train a lot of the new students that we had working this year. And that student is Toby Duncan. Congratulations, guys. We're so proud of you.
Congrats. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. At this time, I'm going to present 5 awards for Fuel Up to Play 60. Fuel Up to Play 60 is a nationwide in-school program that encourages students to be active and eat healthy. This is the 2nd year Glenwood has had a club, and the students really stepped up and worked hard this year. While we didn't get to do everything we had planned for this year, through a grant from Action for Healthy Kids, we were able to purchase picnic tables for the courtyard and some heart rate monitors to be used in physical education. The picnic tables will be available to be used as outdoor classrooms for all content areas, as well as provide alternate seating during lunch periods. Throughout the course of the year, our student leaders were able to complete challenges to earn points, with the goal being to earn enough points to become a student ambassador. We have 5 students who were able to accomplish this. I am proud to announce the following 4 8th graders and 1 7th grader who are recognized by Fuel Up to Play 60 and Boardman Glenwood for their dedication in encouraging physical activity and healthy eating in school. They are Audrey Anderson, Timothy Combis, Jason Haggerty, Sloan McNally, and Abigail Mihawk. Congratulations, and thank you to everyone who has worked hard to make Glenwood a healthier and more active environment.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Piper. For those that don't know me, I would like to take this opportunity to thank and acknowledge some of our Klaxon staff members. The Klaxon is our student-run newspaper, and although our production was cut short this year, they deserve some recognition for helping keep our student publication running. The following students are Sarah Tackett, Kelsey Goulash, Ethan Boots, Sarah Risby, and Hope Horton. Thank you so much for your time and effort in keeping the Klaxon a success. Hi again. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize 3 very important people that accomplished an extraordinary deed in our spelling bee that took place back in January. At this time, I would like to recognize our 7th grade winner of the spelling bee, Mr. Ian Norris, our school runner-up, 8th grader Kendall Schreiber, and our school champion, 8th grader Frederick Miller. Congratulations to all of you and all that participated.
Good afternoon. I'm Joyce Sidkovich, and I'm an English teacher at Boardman Glenwood Junior High, 7th grade. I will be presenting the awards for this year's participants or would-be participants at the Youngstown State University English Festival. Each year, Youngstown State University hosts an English festival for junior high and high school students. This is a rare type of event that happens in our country in approximately only 6 places. We're so privileged to have it here at YSU. This wonderful event aims at celebrating the authors and the literature they write, especially for adolescents and young adults. It is oddly competitive, as teen readers and writers find a niche where they can use language on the spot to outcraft all others in various activities. This year, YSU found a way for students to participate in a first-of-its-kind virtual festival. 30 students from BGJHS would have attended. Beginning this past October and ending this past March, these students followed through with a commitment, and they read at least 5 of the 7 required books, completing a specific report for each by a certain deadline. I should note here that there were some special early contests that required submissions be sent at an early date in February. Those who are winners of these contests will be announced as part of the virtual festival experience mid-May. We know that the following students would have well represented Boardman Glenwood Junior High School this year at the 42nd Annual YSU English Festival. Congratulations to all of you. I hope you enjoyed reading and participating in the virtual festival. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Eby, and along with Mrs. Carpenter, I coach Math Contest, Math 24, and Math Counts. This year, for Math Contest, it consisted of a test of 35 questions, and the students had 30 minutes to complete as many questions as they could. In 7th grade, we had 5 top students that made up our team. These students were Chandler Culp, Kasra Masaobi, Carter Stanley, Ashley Boyarko, and Nick Lescue. This team, consisting of those 5 students, came in 1st in the region and 9th in the state out of 36 states. Chandler and Kasra tied for 1st in the region and 23rd in the state. Carter came in 2nd in the region. They should all be extremely proud of themselves. In 8th grade, we had our top 5 students that made up our 8th grade team, being Swathi Padmanabhan, Sava Cerniak, Adriana Traficani, Camille Wagner, and Timmy Chow. Our team came in 1st in the region and 9th in the state out of 34 states as well. Swathi placed 1st in the region and tied for 3rd in the state, and Sava tied for 4th in the region. In Math 24, we practiced every Tuesday and Thursday in my room to prepare for this competition. Math 24 is a unique card game where students have to come up with an answer of 24. Cards consist of single digits, double digits, fractions, decimals, equations, and much more. Students practiced every Tuesday and Thursday in order to prepare from the beginning of October until January. This year, the competition was held at Campbell Middle School, where grades 4 through 8 competed against other local schools. The competition starts with 2 rounds where all students compete, and it is then narrowed down to the top 16 for each grade level, and then they compete against each other. From the top 16, the top 4 are chosen, and then the top 4 compete for the top 4 spots. This year, our competition participants were Matthew Beekner, Ben Kaufman, Chris Kaufman, Marissa Funk, Caitlin Greenaway, RJ Keaton, Evan Sweeter, Adriana Traficani, and Swathi Padmanabhan. In our top 16, we had Marissa Funk, Caitlin Greenaway, RJ Keaton, Evan Sweeter, and Adriana Traficani. And then Swathi Padmanabhan came in our top 4 and then again in 1st place.
Hi everyone, Mrs. Carpenter here. Here to present the awards for Math Counts for this year. Alongside Mrs. Eby, we both coach Math Counts, Math 24, as well as in charge of the Math Contest. Just a little background information about Math Counts. It is a competition at YSU where local schools come together to compete with higher level mathematics questions. There are usually approximately 100 students and about 16 to 19 teams depending on the year. All of these rounds of competition that the students complete are math questions that aren't necessarily done in the classroom. They're kind of above and beyond the classroom curriculum. So this year I'm going to go through, we had several individual participants as well as team participants. So the individual participants participated at the competition just as an individual, and then we do have 2 teams that competed as well. So first with our individual participants, we had Matthew Caldwell, Chandler Culp, Olivia Hunt, Ben Kaufman, Chris Kaufman, Ryan Lamharhar, Hunter Richards, and Jacob Watkins. And once again, those were our individual participants for this year's competition. As for our team competitions, we had 2 teams that were able to compete in the competitions, and I'll kind of go over their accomplishments after they are announced. Our first team consists of Jack Erickson, Kasra Masabi, Brooklyn Sellers, Jaina Shaw. And like I mentioned, that was our first team. Our second team consisted of Sava Cerniak, Ryan Fair, Swathi Padmanabhan, and Evan Sweeter. Just a little background of how they placed at the competition. That second team that I mentioned was our first team in the region. So the regional competition at YSU, they got first overall, and they were the state qualifying team where we went to Columbus to compete in March. Once again, those students were Sava, Ryan, Swathi, and Evan that were a part of that state team that attended the state competition in Columbus. Additional accomplishments as an individual, Swathi Padmanabhan placed first overall as an individual in the competition. She also won the countdown round. The countdown round is kind of like a buzzer round where the students get on stage and they go 1 versus 1, buzzing in on questions. And she won first place in that as well. Additional accomplishments is Sava Cerniak was also placed in the top 16, which means he made it to the countdown round, and he was 8th overall in the competition. So we had a great successful season. Mrs. Eby and I were very proud of the students and enjoyed working with them. So congratulations to all students that participated in Math Counts this year, and have a great rest of the year and a great summer.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mr. Carnevale, and I'm the Geography B coordinator. And for over 30 years, the National Geographic Society has tried to improve geographic literacy in grades 4 through 8 by offering the National Geographic B. Now, our record at Boardman, Glenwood, and this B has been terrific over the years, and this year is no different. So without further delay, here are our grade level and school level champions. 7th grade, 3rd place, Cassie Austin. 7th grade runner-up, Drew Cornbaugh. And our 7th grade champion, Dan Lasivita. In 8th grade, 3rd place, Ethan Boots. Our runners-up, Jack Neal and Michael Meisel. And our 8th grade champion, Brock Ferris. For our school championship competition, in 3rd place, Dan Lasivita. Our school runners-up, Jack Neal and Michael Meisel. And for the 2nd consecutive year, our school champion, Brock Ferris. And Brock is also our 2-time state qualifier. Now, even though Brock didn't have a chance to compete in the B this year, he was able to participate in a virtual B, in which a game of Kahoot was played with over 2,000 participants. And from all those participants all over the state, Brock finished 6th. Congratulations, Brock, and all of our school level and grade level champions. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Mr. Shivak, the Director of Bands at Boardman Glenwood Junior High, and I am glad to give out the awards for band. I am very proud of this 8th grade band class. I think back on this past year, and they have come a long way. Due to our current circumstances, we won't get to travel to Cedar Point and march with the Boardman Spartan Marching Band. We will also miss out on performing our spring concerts and marching in the Memorial Day Parade, but they have proven they are ready to move on. I am glad to express that these musicians persevered in our junior high band program, and I look forward to what is ahead in their musical future. At this point in my awards, I would normally announce those students that performed in solo and ensemble competition to stand to be recognized at this time. I do have to say the students were ready, even though this event was canceled, thank you for your efforts to prepare your solos and your ensembles. The following students represented Boardman Glenwood Junior High School in the OMEA District 5 Junior High Honors Band at the historic Stambaugh Auditorium in Youngstown on Saturday, November 9th. There were approximately 107 students involved from Mahoning, Trumbull, and Ashtabula counties. The middle school honors band was conducted by renowned clinician, conductor, and retired music educator James Dowdy. Jim is the former director of the Capital University Junior Winds and past president of the Ohio Music Education Association. Our honors band participants: Jacob Klein, 7th grade tenor sax, and he was also first chair on his instrument. 8th graders: Teresa Laverock, flute; Miles Light, clarinet; Angelo Marcella, trumpet; Jacob Owens, horn; Nicholas Riccatilli, alto saxophone; Celesta Richard, percussion; Logan Roscoe, trumpet; and Olivia Shableski, tenor saxophone. Mr. Ruggieri and the Boardman High School Marching Band welcomed 8th grade band members to games and performances this past marching season. They helped with props and equipment at our shows, assisted the directors and chaperones, and got to know our high school band members. They also performed stand tunes with at our football games and at some other miscellaneous band events. Our 8th grade roadies: Logan Roscoe, trumpet; Teresa Laverock, flute; Ivan Lindberg, drums; Eric Lipinski, drums; Angelo Marcella, trumpet; Celesta Richard, drums; Nicholas Riccatilli, alto sax; Mary Salas, flute; Olivia Shableski, tenor sax; Brandon Slick, alto sax; and Savannah Watkins, flute. Since 1974, the Director's Award is given each year to honor the most outstanding member of our 8th grade band. This award is given out to the top 8th grade students across the nation and is sponsored by the Instrumentalist magazine. The student chosen for this award has their name engraved on a plaque in the band room, and his name is next to the many outstanding students who have won this award. So this is the band room plaque, and his name will be printed here and hung up in the band room, and his award will look like this. The winner of the Director's Award for Band is a very hard worker, first chair on his instrument, enjoys band, and is always trying to help his section and the rest of the band the best he can. Logan Roscoe.
Hello, BGJHS students. I am presenting to you from the front steps of Boardman High School, where hopefully every 8th grader will be able to walk through these doors in the fall. In Orchestra each year, we like to recognize a few outstanding accomplishments, first of which are the students who achieved first chair in the orchestra. This year, in 7th grade, we had leaders in the violin section of Allison Young, Lily Andrews, Nicholas Leskew, and Haley Einen. In the 8th grade, our principal chairs this year in the bass section, Jimmy Perrone and Lexi Beatle. In the cello section, Maddie Mraz and Camille Wagner. In the viola section, Jana Shaw and Milana Sirocco. And in the violins, Alora Malich, Marissa Funk, Catherine Olivier, and Swathi Padmanabhan. Congratulations and thank you for your excellent leadership in your sections this year. We also each year select a Director's Award. This student has to show advanced technical understanding of his or her instrument. They need to have held a principal chair in their section. They and they usually perform in extra orchestras outside of the school. They're an outstanding performer, all-around great musician, fantastic student leader. I'd like to congratulate Swathi Padmanabhan on receiving this year's Orchestra Directors Award.
The first set of awards goes to the Honors Choir. On October 25th and 26th, 21 BGJHS students traveled to Stambaugh Auditorium in Youngstown to take part in the Ohio Music Education Association Honors Choir event. The Honors Choir was a group comprised of choir students from schools in Mahoning, Trumbull, and Ashtabula counties. These students spent the entire day on Friday and Saturday morning rehearsing for a concert they performed on Saturday afternoon. After only about 8 hours of rehearsal, the students sang for a packed house at the auditorium. I want to recognize these students for their hard work not only on those 2 days at Stambaugh, but also for the extra rehearsals during and after school that they attended to prepare for this experience. They were great representatives of BGJHS. These students are Audrey Anderson, Morgan Ock, Aiden Berg, Josiah Evans, Brennan Gorby, Raina Hauk, Mason Janis, Cameron Jeffrey, Layla Lovelace, Gus Mamonis, Rain Manuel, Jake McIntyre, Max Malintievich, Makai Moore, Aiden O'Brien, Kendall Scriber, Savoy Thornton, Adriana Traficante, Natalie Vasquez, Zoe Vodhanel, and Ian Windsor. Great job to all of you, and I am so proud of your accomplishment. I also want to mention the choir students who were preparing to perform at the Ohio Music Education Association's annual solo and ensemble adjudicated event. These students worked extremely hard to prepare music with the hopes of performing for a judge and receiving a rating. Unfortunately, the event was canceled shortly before its scheduled date. Everybody who was working towards this goal was sounding phenomenal. I want to recognize these students for their amazing work. Soloists included Morgan Auk, Aiden Berg, Layla Lovelace, Zoe Vodhanel, and Ian Windsor. The ladies' ensemble consisted of Audrey Anderson, Raina Hauk, Melik Kermaji, Kayana Holding, Brooklyn Long, Layla Lovelace, Rain Manuel, Evelyn McLean, Savoy Thornton, Adriana Traficante, and Dharma Webster. Great job to everyone involved.
Hello everyone, it's Mrs. Chris. I would like to thank the Boardman Glenwood Junior High School TV crew. These are the students who let you know what's going on each day with morning announcements. They also did interviewing, video editing, took pictures and videos of many different activities throughout the school. This was an exceptional group of hardworking and talented 8th graders. Thank you for all of your hard work in making BGJHS-TV a great and fun news broadcast. The 2019-2020 TV crew included Gabby Bagdasarian, Ethan Boots, Molly DePinto, Brennan Gorby, Dominic Kalbaski, Keegan Kilpatrick, Kelsey McCollum, and Michael Meisel. Thank you.
This year's Quiz Bowl team was made up of 11 8th graders who excel in the areas of academics, sports, trivia, and current events. These students competed online against numerous middle schools across the nation. Throughout the school year, our team dedicated their time by practicing weekly for the competitions. This year's team placed second in the state of Ohio and qualified for the regional competition in Washington, D.C. What an accomplishment. We truly enjoyed watching their minds at work, and we are so proud of each and every one of them. I proudly introduce our Quiz Bowl team. Dylan Barrett, Ethan Boots, Sava Cerniak, Matt Duster, Fred Miller, Mackenzie Kelso, Maddie Mraz, Swathi Padmanabhan, Dana Cutel, Mackenzie Riccatelli, and Cami Wagner. Congratulations, team.
We are proud to announce this year's recipients of the Presidential Award for Educational Excellence. The Presidential Award was established in 1983 during the administration of President Reagan to recognize outstanding educational achievement. Students who qualify for this award must meet attendance criteria, score in the advanced level on the 7th grade state achievement assessment in either English or math, and earn a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or higher for the first semester of 8th grade. Congratulations, recipients.
Hello to all of our parents, students, and staff on our awards assembly. Today we are recognizing our 8th grade students that have achieved a perfect 4.0 grade point average throughout their 5th through 8th grade year of school in both their academic and elective classes. This impressive achievement came from each student's dedication, hard work, and diligence towards their own personal education. They had the experience of having at least 25 different classroom teachers with 25 different sets of expectations for their classrooms. While this was not an easy accomplishment to reach, these young men and young women rose to the challenge, stayed the course, and earned all A's throughout their schooling. We wish we could be there to congratulate you in person, but we want you to know that we are very, very proud of all of your accomplishments. We cannot wait to see what the future holds for you as you move on to our high school.
As usual, choosing only one outstanding 8th grader was a difficult task for our department this year. We have many deserving 8th grade students for the Outstanding 8th Grade Award. But since we can only choose one, we looked through each section to find a student who has done an outstanding job of leading their section, was an outstanding performer, and again participated above and beyond what's called for in our regular class situation. And one student rose to the top. This year, that student is Jimmy Perrone. Congratulations, Jimmy.
Hi guys, it's Mrs. Barbarack, and I teach 8th grade American history. I first want to tell you all how much I miss you, and I want to wish you all good luck when you go to BHS and whatever else your future holds. I do really miss seeing you guys all in the halls of BGJHS. I really enjoy the spring months the best because I feel like we do a lot of fun things, and I'm sorry we don't get to share that. I look forward to watching you all in your careers at high school and then what you do after your senior year, because I know you guys will be successful. Just keep working hard and persevere, and I can't wait to see how far you go. This year, when I was choosing an outstanding student, I had a difficult time because I have a lot of nice kids and a lot of hard workers and a lot of students who are very deserving of being outstanding. And I wanted to recognize somebody who has made a big difference. She always was willing to help me and other teachers and other students, was always willing to work with anyone, and was always just a good role model and a person that you could go to for anything that needed done for the students. She also was a hard worker. She would ask questions if she didn't understand, and she tried to go above and beyond in everything she did. My outstanding student this year is Sydney Pavlik. So congratulations, Sydney, and I am very happy to see you moving into the high school, and I can't wait to see the good things that you do along with your other classmates. So have a great summer, guys, and I hope to see you next year.
Hello, everyone. My outstanding student is someone that I have had the pleasure of knowing for several years. In that time, she has always been energetic, enthusiastic, and hardworking. She's excelled not only in my American history class, but in all subject areas, as demonstrated by her perfect 4.0 GPA that she has earned. And in fact, this year, she has maintained at least a 100% in my class for all 4 9 weeks. And she accomplished this while also playing volleyball, and basketball. Her work is exemplary at all times. Her writing is always strong and clear, and she comes to class prepared and in a good mood every single day when she's in my room. Of special mention during the debates that we held this year, during preparation time, I observed her writing pages of notes detailing her arguments with speaking cues, all color-coded so she could find things quickly. It was most impressive. And even in these unusual circumstances, through our virtual learning that we've been going through, she has remained a model student throughout all of it. For all these reasons, I am very happy to present my award for Outstanding Student to Miss Mackenzie Kelso.
Hello, it's me again. You know, I'm sure you've heard many, many times that picking an outstanding student is very difficult. Sometimes it is. Sometimes, though, it isn't. Sometimes the person introduces themselves and right away you think, that person has outstanding student potential. You can tell by personality, and then you wait to see how the year unfolds. I met this student at open house, even before school started. Came down the hallway with her mom and her dad and her brother, smiling already, as if she was ready to come to school right from the start. Introduced herself, asked me a few questions, and then told me she'd see me on the first day. From then on, terrific student, hard worker, terrific grades, great personality, always looking to participate. I mean, what else could you ask for an outstanding student? So it is my privilege and my honor to announce that my outstanding student for the 2019-2020 school year is none other than Savannah Watkins. Congratulations, Savannah. I can't wait to see what you do next year at Boardman High School and beyond. Good luck.
Hi, Mrs. Carpenter here again, here to present my award for Outstanding Student. A little bit about my outstanding student. Right from the beginning, I can tell that he really enjoyed the subject of mathematics. Always willing to go that extra step to see how the problem's completed or wanting to know that a little bit of information in addition to the classroom. This student is outstanding in the subject of mathematics, a very talented individual inside the classroom, as well as a talented piano player. My outstanding student for the 2019-2020 school year is Sava Cerniak. Congratulations, Sava.
Hi, my name's Miss Cup, and I am an 8th grade teacher here at BGJHS. This was my first year teaching, and it was nothing short of absolutely amazing. Although the year didn't end the way that we wanted to, I just want to thank everyone for making my first year of teaching absolutely amazing. Going along with how amazing the staff here has been, the students this year have been extraordinary. Choosing just one student to say was outstanding was probably one of the hardest decisions I've had to make this year. With that being said, the student that I decided who deserved this award was amazing from the get-go. She always made sure her assignments were in on time. She was never scared to ask a question in class, and she always worked with anyone I asked her to. She always tried to do her best, and she tried to help the students around her succeed as well. This student was never scared to speak her mind, was never scared to tell me that I was doing something incorrect, and was never nervous to be the first to ask a question or say she didn't understand anything. She was always greeting everyone with a smile. Anytime she saw me, it was, "Good morning, Miss Cup," or "Hi, Miss Cup," or "Hey, Miss Cup, what's up? How you doing?" She was a great student, and she's going to do great things as she continues her education. With that being said, I just want to say congratulations to Emily Yurko. Congrats.
Hi, it's Mrs. Eubanks. I have had the honor to have this student in my class 2 years in a row. Over the past 2 years, I have seen this student become the outstanding student he is today. He is well-mannered and a caring young man to all of his peers and teachers. He is a respectful role model to those around him. I wish him the best of luck on his journey throughout high school. I am honored and proud to present my Outstanding 8th Grade Scholar Award to Connor Gifford. Good luck, and I'll miss you.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Frost, the science teacher for the white team. This year, I chose my outstanding student not based on their vast love for science, nor their loud, outgoing personality, but for her calm confidence and dependability. My outstanding student this year is a leader amongst her peers, even though she would probably try to deny it. She might not realize that a real leader is seen not by their words, but by their actions. I could always count on her to do the right thing, even if nobody was watching, especially during Spartan Success. During silent reading time, when some kids were pretending to read, but really were whispering to their friends across the room, she was the first one and the last one actually reading every day. Now, it's not because my book recommendations were always her cup of tea. It was because she knew what she was supposed to do, and she had the self-discipline to actually do it. I could always depend on Kelsey McCallum to do the right thing, and I'm happy to choose her as my outstanding student this year. Congratulations, Kelsey.
Hi, everyone. I miss seeing you all. I hope you're doing well. I'm Mrs. Scozier, if you don't know me, and I'm here to give out my 8th grade Outstanding Student Award for the 2019-2020 school year. My student is someone that I recognized from day one was going to be a very hard worker, always eager to learn, up for a challenge. She was someone who participated in class, especially when I needed her to, if there was no one else out there willing to answer my questions. Someone who, when she did have some challenges, was not afraid to come see me during Spartan Success to ask questions about certain things we were working on. These last 2 months since we've been on remote learning, she has definitely stepped it up, and if she wasn't sure, would reach out to me through email. We even set up a Zoom once, one-on-one, to make sure she understood the lessons that were being taught. She is definitely going to be successful next year at the high school in her 4 years there, and then whatever she decides to do after, I know she's going to be the best, and she's going to give it her all. So I'm very excited and pleased to announce that my 8th grade Outstanding Student Award for the 2019-2020 school year is Natalie Vasquez. So congratulations, Natalie. I usually like to give my student a big hug when I give them their award. So since we can't do that today, I would ask that in the fall, you come back and visit me so I can give you that big hug. So congrats. I'm very proud of all of my students this entire year, especially over the last 2 months. We worked very hard with our remote learning, and we stepped up. So I hope everyone has a safe and fun summer. So take care. See you soon.
I have the opportunity to select 4 outstanding students. And like other years, these recipients are very well deserving. For my first quarter, I've selected Michael Meisel. Quarter 2, Fred Miller. Quarter 3, Josh Velazquez. And this quarter 4, Alexa Alabed. All of these students have gone above and beyond in my classroom and even in the Makers Club. They have been good mentors to other students. They have gone above and beyond for projects, whether it be 3D printing design, gaming, programming, or just designing a really cool project in class. Thank you guys and have a great summer.
Hi, this is Mrs. Herman. I teach 8th grade science at BGJHS. My outstanding student for the 2019 through 2020 school year is Jack Erickson. Congratulations, Jack. Thanks for all your hard work.
This student not only showed an amazing quality of work, but also a work ethic matched by few. In fact, he's probably out in Mill Creek Park, running around Lake Newport as we speak, getting better as an athlete as well. My 8th grade outstanding student for science is, envelope please. Congratulations, Sava. Great job this year. Appreciate all your work.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mrs. McCabe, and I teach 8th grade English. I'd like to start by saying hello to all of my students and tell you guys that I just miss you terribly. This probably is one of the nicest groups I have ever taught, and so I really feel bad that it ended this way. And secondly, I'd like to present my outstanding scholar for the 2019-2020 school year. This student delivered 2 things in my classroom this year. One of them was perfection, and the other thing was protection. So she was a perfectionist, and not in an intimidating or snobby way at all. She quietly did what she was supposed to and went beyond that. And I jokingly told her that sometimes her answers were better than the answer key. And secondly, protection. We all know the comforting feeling that we get when we know that someone has our back. It allows us to try new things. And as we transition to online learning, I just recently found out that she did this not just for myself, but for the other teachers on my team. And so she would send us emails like, did you mean to post that? Or that link doesn't work, or you forgot to add the attachment, or the document won't open. And so it was great to have someone on the front lines being our eyes and ears and letting us know how we did along the way. And so for those 2 reasons, I would like to present my 2019-2020 Outstanding Scholar, Gina Safera. So congratulations, Gina. We are so proud of you.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Metzel, and I teach 8th grade science. And it is with great pleasure to present my Outstanding Scholar Award this year to a student that understands what it takes to be outstanding. This student is not afraid to do the work and knows that preparation is everything. This student is talented in analyzing, drawing conclusions, and communicating, all skills that are important in science class, but also skills that are important in other areas in life. This student has the admirable quality of not being afraid to be herself. My outstanding scholar this year, Sloan McNally.
When it comes time for me to select my outstanding student, I often look back at one thing, and that's work ethic. Now, there are no secrets to success. If you want to be successful, you're going to have to work hard. And I was blessed this year to have numerous students who put forth hard work day in, day out. And believe me, your hard work never goes unappreciated or unnoticed. But as I sit here reflecting back on this past year, there's one name that keeps coming to mind, and that's Mackenzie Riccatelli. There's a reason why Mackenzie excels in the classroom, because she puts forth the time and effort it takes outside the classroom to be successful. There's also a reason why she excels as an athlete, because she has a relentless work ethic and she understands that it's the off season where champions are made. So Mackenzie, while you're still not the most outstanding member of your own family, you were the most outstanding 8th grade American history scholar of mine this year. Great job this year, and best of luck to all the 8th graders as you transition over to the high school.
Hi, everyone. I am Mrs. Piper, and I teach 8th grade English for the white team. I am here today to present my 8th grade Outstanding Student Award. This is always a very difficult task because we can only pick just one. Specifically right now during these times, all of you have been outstanding with getting your work submitted, staying in touch, emailing, doing Google Hangouts. If I could give you all an award, I would. But unfortunately, I can only pick one. And this student has stuck out from day one. She has a quiet confidence. She is kind. She is always willing to help others. Her work ethic is extraordinary. And today I'd like to present my Outstanding Student Award to Miss Maddie Mraz. I wish that I could hug you, but for right now, I will send you virtual hugs. Congratulations.
Hi, everyone. It's Mr. Schiffauer here. Just want to say hi, and hopefully everybody's been healthy and staying safe. And once the weather changes, that everybody can get outside and play and be active. Miss seeing all the students, especially in gym class, trying their hardest and getting better. Now, Let's take a look at my outstanding students for the year 2020. This first student is from the first semester. He always raised his hand whenever we asked questions to check for understanding. He knew the answer and he always gave 100% effort. And that student is Zach Ganser. So congratulations, Zach Ganser. You did an excellent job this year. Really proud. The second student is from the second semester. Well, I should say half of the second semester. Another great student, did an excellent job, and especially through our online assignments, he was one of the first to complete everything and got 100%. And that is Sava Cerniak. So congratulations to both of you, and thank you for being outstanding in phys ed class, and I hope everybody stays safe. Thank you.
The outstanding student for band is a very talented musician. He performed in honors band, jazz ensemble, and performed and served the high school band as an 8th grade roadie. The outstanding student for band, Logan Roscoe.
Hello, Boardman Glenwood students, staff, family, and friends. I'm Mrs. Simbita, and I have the honor of presenting this year's Outstanding Student Award for Girls Physical Education. For the first semester award, I asked my student teachers from this past fall, Mr. Goss and Mr. Rogers, to help me make the selection. We all three agreed that this girl was a great competitor and student in our class throughout the whole semester and all the activities that we did. Congratulations to Peyton Hines. For the second semester, I chose a girl who has shown that she is a great student whether we are in school or distance learning. She's a fantastic athlete, student, and overall person. Congratulations, Mary Catherine Worth. Congratulations to those two ladies, as well as all the students who this year showed what it truly means to be a Spartan and made it another great year for Boardman Glenwood Junior High.
It was a hard decision to pick one outstanding student, as I had many outstanding students this school year. But after careful consideration, I chose Sarah Blasco. Sarah is quiet, but has in-depth thoughts, insights, and observations. She always takes pride in her work, completes it thoroughly and on time. She's always attentive during class discussions and doesn't complain even when I make her share answers and read in class when I'm sure she'd like to stay quiet in the background. Sarah's diligence and hard work will serve her well in the coming years, and I can't wait to see what her future holds.
This year, we are awarding 2 outstanding choir students, 1 from each class. Both of these students have shown amazing talent and love for music throughout the entire year. These boys have been leaders in the classroom who I can always count on to try their best each and every day. They both participated in honors choir and chose to prepare solos for solo and ensemble. I know that these two will do great things in high school choir and will continue to share their love of music for the rest of their lives. This year's outstanding choir students are Aiden Berg and Ian Windsor.
Hello, my name is Andrew Wade. I teach 8th grade math at Glenwood. I'm here to present my 2019-2020 Student of the Year. This has been a crazy year with some crazy circumstances, and it only makes this decision a little bit tougher than it normally is. When you're faced with the task of picking one student out of 90, it's fairly impossible. You have 90 students, and each one of those students has a great quality that makes them very, very deserving of this award. However, when I think of an outstanding scholar or an outstanding student, I also think of characteristics of an outstanding person. I believe I chose this person based on those characteristics that make not only an outstanding student, but an outstanding person. When I asked other teachers and staff members about this student, I heard adjectives to describe this person as outstanding, what a perfect word, mature, dependable, driven, kind, extremely coachable, not only inside the classroom, but on the court, motivated, involved, leader, opportunistic, and a great support system from those outside of the school circle. With that being said, I'm going to keep my speech short and simple. All of those characteristics describe this person perfectly. This is what other teachers, other coaches, and staff members thought about this student, which confirmed my choice in choosing Samantha Dubel as my Student of the Year. Samantha was new to the Boardman School District this year and hit the ground running right when she stepped foot inside the school. She made friends very easily because of her kind personality. She worked extremely hard in all of her classes and maintained A averages throughout the school year while being involved in soccer, volleyball, and basketball. I saw her work ethic in the classroom, and I also saw her work ethic on the courts. Those work ethics were hand in hand, they matched each other. There's not a harder worker out there on the court and in the classroom than Samantha. With her busy lifestyle and with her busy extracurriculars, she again maintained straight A's throughout her academic year. That's not easy to do when you have upper level classes, you have practices, multiple practices, and when you have a second to breathe, you have your dad creating a 2-hour workout for you when you have a day off from your practices. All that being said, Sam never took a second off. Inside of Spartan Success, she was either working diligently to get ahead, to study for the next test, to help her peers out, to help her other classmates out, or to help me out organize my classroom. All of that was being done without being asked. That's just who Sam is. Sam, it's been a privilege to have you this year. Unfortunately, I was only able to teach you for 2.5 quarters, but again, I saw enough of you to realize what an unbelievable person you are. You are very, very deserving of this award. I am very, very honored to present you with this award. You should be very proud of yourself for what you have done coming to a new school and accomplishing what you have. You are, again, not only an outstanding student, but you are an outstanding person. And everybody that knows you and everybody that's a part of your life is extremely proud of you. Congratulations, Sam, and I wish you the best of luck as you move on to the Boardman High School. Everybody involved in your life is lucky to have you in their life. Keep up the good work, Sam, and congratulations.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Wisbar and I teach 8th grade art. A lot of students think that when teachers pick for these awards, they pick their favorites. In some cases that may be true, while in others we pick for other reasons. I get the honor of having every 8th grade student, and with averaging around 400 students a year, I could tell you something special that each one brings to the table in my classroom, art-related or not. However, this year, because I was on maternity leave for a little over a quarter of the year, I was only able to meet a little over half of you in person. I pick students each year based on different criteria. The students I choose don't always have to excel in art or drawing, but they do have to be hardworking, respectful, determined, open-minded to new ideas, and have the willingness to try, even if they may not love what they're doing and get frustrated. They ask questions and come prepared and ready to learn. Some have shown tremendous improvement from one year to another, or even from the beginning of the 9 weeks till the end of the 9 weeks, and these people should be acknowledged. My 4 award recipients are Adam Almada, Landon Joyce, Molly DePinto, and Antoine Hightower. Each one of these kids brought something special to the table in my classroom, whether it was respect or just a good attitude, saying good morning, very work oriented, and they always, were there to be, they were always prepared for class and very kind and respectful. And I looked forward to seeing them every day. So good job, guys.
Hey guys, this is Mrs. Wooten. I hope you're all doing well at home. The 8th grader that I chose this year, I've had for the last 2 years, and she has always been such a hard worker. But the thing that sticks out to me the most is that she is just so kind to everyone. We've had several new students this year, and she's always the first one who introduces herself and just shows that other student around. She's just very kind and very welcoming to all the students that we've had this year. And that student is Samantha Sorber. I think you've done a great job this year, Samantha, and I'm really proud of you. I hope you have an excellent summer, and congratulations.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Zaitsu, and the outstanding student that I've chosen for this school year is someone who always can bring a smile to my face. They stop by my room every single day before they leave to just wish me a good night and to say goodbye. This person always has a funny joke to share, and always is doing some type of interesting research, and is always willing to share what he's found with me. My outstanding student for this year goes to Jacob Reese. Congratulations, Jacob.
8th grade students, as we end our awards assembly and our 8th grade year, I want you to remember that if something doesn't challenge you in life, it doesn't change you. You will be faced with continual challenges in your life for which you will have the opportunity to make meaningful change. Always look for how you can strengthen yourself. Always consider how your actions can strengthen others. And always strive to maintain a positive outlook on whatever challenges you may face. Our staff at BGJHS cannot wait to see all of the positive changes you make to our world. Good luck in all you do and all your endeavors.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. No, you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
when the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed. You just remember remember what your old past said. Boy, you got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got trouble, and I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. If we stick together, see it through, 'cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Now, some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, big and stronger too, maybe, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you, boy, and as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
I will remember you. Will you remember me? It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. I've had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. I've had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever, forever and ever? I will remember you. Forever young. Will you remember me? And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. And I've had the time of my life. I hope you had the time of your life.
Okay, this one's for Gabby. once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Ooh, someday you wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dare to, oh why can't I? Well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I'll watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like a lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dare to, why, oh why can't I? Yeah.